Ever marveled at the ever-changing sky and wondered why clouds come in such diverse shapes? It's a question that may have crossed your mind as you lay back on a grassy knoll, observing the vast canvas above. The shapes of clouds you see are not a game of chance or whimsy. Instead, they are the outcome of complex scientific phenomena, a dance of elements that we rarely give a second thought to. Join us as we unravel the science behind these floating masterpieces in the sky. To understand the shapes of clouds, we first need to understand what clouds are made of. So, what are these fluffy or sometimes ominous figures in the sky made of? Well, clouds are essentially a collection of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. Imagine holding a magnifying glass to a cloud. You would see a veritable sea of these droplets or crystals, each one so small that it can float on the air. These particles are the building blocks of clouds, and their movement and behavior are what ultimately shape the cloud formations we see. These water particles don't just float aimlessly, though. They are influenced by a variety of factors, including temperature, wind, and humidity. When the temperature drops, for instance, the water particles can condense and form larger droplets, creating denser, fluffier clouds. Wind can stretch and sculpt clouds into long, wispy streaks or pile them up into towering formations. Humidity, on the other hand, can cause clouds to grow or shrink, depending on whether it's adding to or taking away from the cloud's moisture content. It's a complex dance of physics and chemistry, all happening invisibly high above our heads. And the result? An ever-changing sky full of clouds, each one unique, each one a testament to the unseen forces at work in our atmosphere. These factors working in harmony give birth to the fascinating variety of cloud shapes we see. Now that we know what clouds are made of, let's delve into the factors that influence their shapes. Clouds are not just random shapes floating in the sky. Their forms are the result of various atmospheric conditions. Let's unpack three key factors that shape our clouds: temperature, wind, and humidity. Firstly, temperature. You see, the state of water in the cloud is greatly influenced by temperature. When it's cold, water vapor in the cloud condenses into tiny droplets, which we perceive as a cloud. When the temperature rises, these droplets can evaporate back into gas, causing the cloud to disappear or change shape. So, those fluffy cumulus clouds you see on a warm summer day, they're the result of warm air rising and cooling down, causing water vapor to condense. Next up, we have wind. This invisible force has a significant role in shaping clouds. Depending on its speed and direction, wind can stretch a cloud into elongated forms or compress it into dense, rounded shapes. Have you ever seen lenticular clouds? Those that look like UFOs. They're formed when fast-moving air is forced to flow over a large object, like a mountain, causing the moist air to condense into a lens-shaped cloud. Last but not least, humidity. This is the amount of water vapor in the air. High humidity can cause a cloud to grow as more water vapor is available to condense into droplets. Conversely, in areas of low humidity, clouds may shrink or even disappear entirely as the water droplets evaporate back into gas. So you see, the shape of clouds is not a matter of chance, but a fascinating dance of atmospheric conditions. Each cloud tells a story about the temperature, wind, and humidity at that point in the sky. It's like a weather report written in the sky if you know how to read it. So, the next time you see a cloud, remember, it's not just a random shape, but a reflection of the conditions in the atmosphere at that moment. Clouds are more than just scientific phenomena. They are a source of beauty and inspiration. These floating canvases of the sky have been inspiring awe and wonder in mankind for centuries. They've been the muse for countless artists, their forms and hues immortalized in the strokes of a painter's brush. Poets have been enamored by their ethereal beauty, their words attempting to capture the elusive shapes that clouds form. Dreamers, too, have found solace in the ever-changing vistas that clouds create, their minds wandering through the fluffy white landscapes. Clouds, in their infinite variety and splendor, have sparked creativity, given birth to dreams, and offered a sense of tranquility. Their beauty lies in their transience, their forms ever-changing, never constant. So the next time you gaze up at the sky, take a moment to appreciate the science and the artistry behind those floating wonders. After all, they are nature's own masterpieces.